video, I'm going to go through some shoulder mount conditioning, which has been requested by Fee. So Fee, I hope you enjoy this video and that you find it useful for your shoulder mounts. With these conditioning exercises, you can do them whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced student. Conditioning always pays off and it never goes to waste. Don't worry if you are a beginner and you're finding these exercises particularly challenging. Just do what you can and they will improve over time. So here we go. In a shoulder mount, what's happening is that we're using a lot of core, shoulder muscles and pectorals. So you want to build all of these muscle groups. In particular, I think the core is the main issue here. That's why a lot of people find it hard. Because we're lifting up with our bum first. Your bum is quite a heavy part of your body, so we need a lot of core strength to get it up there. The best way that you can condition this without pull is some good old-fashioned sit-ups, which I know sounds really, really boring, but hey, hard work always pays off, as I said, and if you want to improve your shoulder mount, this is a really good way to do it. So lying down on your back, what I'm going to do first is a straddle sit-up, which I do these a lot in my rocking legs and abs class. So turn out your knees go down towards the floor, opening your legs as wide as you can. Hands by your side, breathing out on the way up, and crunching up and down. The wider you can get your legs in this position, you're also working your flexibility at the same time. Plus, it's also going to really help once you get to your shoulder rounds. The wider your straddle is, the easier it's going to make it as you're decreasing the length of your lever and bringing your center of gravity closer to the pole. So do as many of these regular sit-ups as you want. I advise you to counts of 8, legs together, and again, up and down. So we can do 8 of the pike legs and legs together. Turn out your knees, 8, and repeat, 8, close, 8, open. And you can do 2 sets of 32 in total. So another good ab exercise is going into a candlestick position. You may feel this is a little bit uncomfortable for your neck, as it's also increasing your flexibility along here. So please be careful if you are doing this. If you feel neck pain, do not do it. Do not push yourself forwards into this exercise. So get lying down flat, all the way back. Just taking my hair out of the way. There are several leg positions that we're going to do. I'm going to keep my hands down on the floor. I'm going to do it with straight legs first. This is a slightly harder way, so I'm going to lift up my legs, push my hands into the floor, lifting my hips up. I'm going to lift up to candlestick and rolling down. So rolling through my spine all the way down, bit by bit, leaving my hips last. Down to the floor with my feet, up again, legs go up, pike, hips go up. Engaging all my muscles, going all the way up into a candlestick, as straight as I can. I'm not very straight as I can see. There we go. Rolling all the way down through your spine. And repeat. You're using a bit of straddle, so opening the legs, nice and wide, lifting up, I'm about to pull and loosen my leg. To a straddle, candlestick, straddle, and rolling down. Closing the legs again, straddle, opening up, nice and wide, winning the pull. Candlestick, straddle, rolling all the way through, closing your legs when you come down again, and repeat. So you can do maybe 16 to 32 of those would be good. Awesome. And those are a good place to start for basic floor exercises for your shoulder round. If you do have a pole, it's really, really useful, and we can practice shoulder mounting on the floor. So it's a really good idea to make sure that you have this on the floor first before you do it up in the air. So let me just move my mat actually so you can see a little bit better what's happening here. There we go. So starting off with my shoulder against pole. As I'm always saying in class, you need to do this on both sides. So make sure you make a point of doing everything on both sides of both shoulders with this move. You don't want to create imbalances as that can increase your chance for injury, which nobody wants, as that means you can't train. So, I have my right shoulder on the pole first. I'm going to bring my hips away from the pole to begin with. So I've got a bit of a curve in my back here already. So I'm going to use a cup grip. So inside arm comes round, fingers and thumb on the same side as the pole. I'm making a square with my elbow and pulling it in as much as possible. Second hand on top, elbow pulls in, and I'm pulling my elbows down towards the floor as well as squeezing them together. This is going to create the resistance in your hands, or the opposition to pull against the pole, which will stop you from sliding down. So fingers and thumb around on both hands, elbows together, pull down. I'm going to do the exact same as what I did on the floor, a miniature sit-up, first with my knees tucked. So elbows squeeze together, lift the hips up, and down, and up, and down. I can do the same with a straddle, so I'm going to start here. Rotate my knees down and turn out towards the floor, lifting up, keep my hips away from the pole, and down. Again, elbows together, up, and down. And as you probably already guessed, we can do it with a pike. So, same hand position. I'm going to lift up in a pike, and I'm going to open my legs once I get to the pole because I need to fit my legs either side of the pole, obviously. So lifting up in a pike, legs open, hips come in, together, and slowly down. So that is your floor shoulder round conditioning, which may seem really, really difficult at first if you're a beginner. Don't worry, just do your best. Even if you feel pretty weak here and you can only get this far, that's still great progress and it's worth doing. Bit by bit, you're going to get a little bit higher and then a little bit higher until you're all the way there. So don't give up, keep on practicing and measure your progress. My favorite shoulder mount conditioning exercise is with my shoulders on the floor. So it would be a modified, slightly more advanced way of the sit-up that I did earlier. So I've got my head in front of the pole. This is my hair. I'm going to use the same hand positioning for my shoulder mount as I did the previous exercise. So cup grip, fingers and thumb wrap around. My arms are not really doing much here, but it's good to get them in this position anyway. That way you're increasing muscle memory. That way your brain can go to shoulder mount mode faster and faster, and your hands and arms know what they're going to do. I'm really working the core in this part here. So pretty similar to what I just did in the sit-up exercises. I'm going to have my legs straight. I'm going to roll out my knees, open to straddle, lifting my hips up into a shoulder stand here. So bringing my legs together, I can do nice little walking legs here, which is really, really fun. Open to straddle. I can do wavy legs, which I talked about in the previous tutorial video, so check that out if you need to go over your wavy legs. These are really, really fun to do, and you're working your core without even realizing it. Double wavy leg, going up, and down. Breathe like you're swimming. Nice and easy. So a nice one here would be to do candlestick. So my hips are coming up close to the pole, legs straight. I'm going to open to a straddle, dropping my hips away, not all the way down, but most of the way. Then going up and down. Hips go up, hips go down, hips go up, hips go down. Then you can repeat this nice and fast, dropping your hips as low as you can towards the floor, and that straddle. You can do as many as you want. Maybe 20 is good for those. Then have a little stretch out. So those are a lot of fun to do because you're working your core without even realizing it. They can make really nice floor work moves as well if you're dancing. So feel free to put on some heels where you're them and play with the leg waves, walking legs, and opening up and down the straddle, which is quite nice and dramatic. It doesn't really look like an exercise, it's quite a dancey way to start off. So coming up onto the feet, some standing shoulder mount conditioning exercises. This is a quite nice one for the chest. So keep my hips away from the pole. I'm going to start with that same arm position again in a double cup grip. In regards to the arm positioning, I like to have my, let's see, so the side that my head is on, I have that arm on top. just so I'm creating a little bit more window for my head to fall back through. It works both ways though, so don't have a meltdown if you're doing it the other way. It's just easier, I find, if you've got a bit more space on the side that your head is on, but it's not necessarily wrong if you don't have your arms that way. See whichever feels best for you, of course. So let me just put my hands here, excuse me. So going up into this exercise, I'm just going to lift up from my chest. So imagine there's a string right in the middle of your chest here, and that's going to pull you up and down. So leaving your hips pushed forward, elbows come together, hands pressed towards the pole. I'm just going to lift up and down, and down, and repeat. So try to control it as much as you can, and we'll try to hold it at the highest point, just for as long as you can. See how many seconds you can hold it for. Just holding, breathing, breathing, and slowing down. So one final exercise for your shoulder round. Pretty basic, and again, it's probably not the most terribly exciting exercise in the world, but holding your plank. So coming onto your knees, pressing the heels of your palms to the floor as well as your fingertips. Feet stepping back into a plank. Engage your core, so we don't want to let the belly hang down. Engage, so that your hips are lifted. They're not too low, of course, nor that they're too high. So nice straight line all the way through, engaging core, so belly tucked in, hips slightly tucked under. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, and we'll hold the plank pose. So this is a good way, of course, to increase strength in your upper body. We can do some press-ups, so going down. Elbows coming in tight by your side. Going chest first. Pressing all the way down slowly. Make sure you're leading with your chest, so hips lifted, holding in here, maybe for a few seconds. Breathing out, pushing all the way back up. Pushing, 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 and back up again. Don't worry if you can't get back up from your press-up. Even just going down to the floor as slowly as controlled as you can, hovering a little bit with the chest from the floor, is also a really good way to build up upper body strength. So let's go down again. Elbows tucking in by the sides. Elbows coming in and touching the body as well. All the way down to the floor. Keeping it lifted a few centimeters from the floor. Try to hold, try to hold, try to hold. Slowly back up, pushing from your shoulder blades and your arms, lifting back up again. So you can do as many of those as you can. Start with one, of course, is a great way to start, and you can increase the amount that you do. It's a really good way to strengthen up your wrists, of course, for all pole dancing moves, and it will help build up shoulder stability and upper body strength for your arms and your shoulder round. So those are some really basic things that you can do to help improve your strength for your shoulder round. Have fun doing them. A lot of them you can do without a pole. All of the sit-ups and the coming up into candlestick and plank position is also really, really good. If you do have a pole, it's really great. You can try the mini shoulder mounts from the floor, of course. And you can try the standing exercise also. So good luck with your conditioning. Make sure that you keep a track of your progress. That way you can measure everything and see how you're going. So you may start with like one plank today. Maybe in another week it becomes two press-ups. Of course, increasing your repetitions in your sit-ups and your floor shoulder mounts as well. So all progress is progress, no matter how small it is. Always remember that. Don't worry if it feels really challenging. Bit by bit, you will get there. Don't rush, you will make it in the end, and your own pace is the perfect pace. So good luck, guys. Enjoy!